morning and welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Here, everybody, Disney World. So welcome aboard. My name is Dana, and I'll be your safari guide today as we go through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They are the largest of all the storks. They can stand up to 5 feet tall, and their wingspan can be as wide as 9 feet wide, which is wider than this truck. And also by the watering hole to the left, I do sometimes see a black rhino or two, but that's a pretty rare sight nowadays. There are less than 5,000 of them left in the world today. First up on the hill to the right, though, you'll see some light tan antelope. Those are greater kudu, and then there is a black rhino over to the left there. Greater kudu are the second largest of the antelope species. Males have the largest horns out of any antelope. They're about 6 feet long. But those are females. They don't have any horns, and they'd be pretty noticeable that size. Ghosts of the forest, because they are so rarely seen, and their horns are tilted backwards. So that when they're running through the brush, nothing gets tangled up in those horns. We got one crossing the road here, so we're gonna let him cross. And you'll see that one on the left with the big horns, the largest one, that is the male. They're so cute. They've got those big ears, those big eyes. They're so cute. Alright, and then back to rhinos. They are unfortunately poached for their horns, but they're not much help when they're eating because they are vegetarians. Their teeth are used more for defense. They're very territorial and are considered the most dangerous animal in Africa. And a group of hippos like this is called a bloat. And then the birds on the island in the water are pink-backed pelicans. They get their name because during mating season they get a pinkish coloration. It's kind of like they're blushing for their one true love. But my favorite thing about hippos is the noise that they make. It's called a wheeze honk, and it's exactly what you'd imagine it would sound like. You're adorable. They are the largest of the antelope species. Males can stand up to 6 feet tall at the shoulder, and they can all jump 6 to 8 feet in the air from a standstill. Pretty impressive, especially considering the males can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. So yeah, there's a male and 2 females. Elephants are the largest animal on land, but they do have very sensitive skin, and they can get sunburnt just like we can. So they use their trunks to pick up dirt, mud, clay, whatever they can find really, and they toss it on their backs to look at a natural sunscreen for them.
That safari is so good, but you can tell it's getting towards the end of the 2 weeks. It's just towards the end. I could feel myself falling asleep just a tiny bit. I may have nodded off at one point as well. But it's really good fun. And it wasn't too bad actually. It's still quite a few animals. So it's always worth checking out that one. So I've managed to get a fast pass for Na'vi River, which is pretty much unheard of. I managed to get that about 20 minutes ago. So I'm going to go and check it out and just see how busy old Pandora is.
Is not good. It's dry as I thought it would be. This mince is really dry. It does taste like a burger, but
it's really not the best thing I've eaten at all. Slightly disappointed actually, because the theming in here is amazing. The food, well, certainly what I've ordered, not great. Right, cheeseburger pod 8, which was disgusting, and now we're going aboard the Na'vi River.
Someone grab a loved one. Oh, Vicky, I got one for you. Bucket list item, yes! Lift! No! That's how it's done, that's how it's done, that's how it's done, yes! Alright, Rafiki, I'll hold it, but don't worry. You got another chance. Everyone out there, your time has not been missed. Tournament Big Flame Tree Barbecue. Clap! What? Clap! All right. Face that way. To the right. To the left. To the left. Take it back. Back it up. One house. Back it up. Jump. One house is back. Jump. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Jump. Crisscross. Jump. Got real smooth. Turn, face the tree of life. Take it like that, y'all. Back it up. 2 houses turn. 1, 2. 2 houses turn. 1, 2. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Oh, Rafiki. Hakuna. What does it mean? Now everybody give it up for Viva Gaia! Hakuna Matata! Yes. Well, we are the Viva Gaia Street Band, and we're celebrating.
As there's a party, and I know if I time to have a go on Primeval World. It looks pretty raucous now. Look at this. Just tried to go on Primeval World. Is the needle is the keyword here. Here we go! Ow, this hurts! Ow! Well, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Kind of spinning around backwards. I just went down a massive dip, and it was the most. Oh, right. I don't like it. Oh! Ow! Ow! Well, that's just painful. That's all that is. Painful. It is a beautiful evening in Florida. It really is. I have taken a boat from Hollywood Studios over to here, which is the Swan and Dolphin Resort, and it is vast. It's huge. One side is Dolphin, which is the side that I'm on right now, and over the other way is Swan. That's the one that's closest to Epcot, and you can actually walk between the Swan and Dolphin to Epcot. It takes about 5-10 minutes. As it's a beautiful evening, we're going to have a little stroll. So here's the other way, you can see us over there. In fact, we're heading that way now. So I'm taking a little stroll across to the Swan. Look at that! I can't begin to explain how big that is. It's ginormous. It's massive. So this is the Swan Building. It's beautiful, isn't it? And then if you go this way, so we've just come across from here. If you go over here, this takes us to the boardwalk, where you can get some ice cream, some food, some drinks. There's also a bit of a club there as well, which I think is open late as well. And a place you should try out called Jelly Rolls. So we're going to head over there and see what's about now. I cannot believe it is my last day. Hello, by the way. Last few hours, in fact, actually. Case is packed. They are currently being held at the hotel. No bag today, look. So I'm in the park in my trousers. First time I wore trousers to the park in this holiday. This is because this is what I'm wearing on the plane later, so I'm not going to be bothered to get changed and stuff. So anyway, so I've been up to the Contemporary where my Uber dropped me off this morning. And I'm just going to run across this road. Always have to be very careful of the roads in America. A crossing doesn't necessarily mean you have right of way, believe me. So I'm going into the park, into the Magic Kingdom for the last few hours before I say goodbye to Walt Disney World for this trip. So Renee, come and join me for the last few hours.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. You're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it.
It becomes a reality. It's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. And speaking of progress, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart, and when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20 some odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. And sports stadiums are springing up all over. And boy, nobody hits that old horsehide like that new fella Babe Ruth. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes, and thanks to our automatic dishwasher, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together.
Is Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away.
Man has a dream that has to start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. Shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Thank you for joining us on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. We hope you've enjoyed this tribute to the 1964 Carousel of Progress from the New York World's Fair. Please gather all of your personal belongings and exit.
Thank you for riding with us. Please watch your step and follow the arrows towards your nearest exit.
Best anchor at the next port.
Run up your white flag, you scurvy scum, and bring me Captain Jack Sparrow, or I'll be sending you to Davy Jones.
Pipe down, you lily-livered lover! Strike your feathers, dearie. Show 'em your flock.
Hey! Send them hens to Davy Jones! It's the rum they want!
I'll raise a toast to all the money the ship makes us to see. So the wrestlers and scoundrels are villains and knaves, they got me.
There has just been a small incident. Whereas I was just walking along on the way to Haunted Mansion, and I felt a button loosen of its own accord on my trousers. It's literally hanging on by a thread. 2 weeks of Florida eating and my button is about to burst, literally. It's time to go home. That is me officially done with the Magic Kingdom. That's it. I do need to pop in and get a fuel rod though before I go. Should see me through for another 20 minutes. Goodbye, Magic Kingdom. Well, I'm ending this morning as we started, walking back from the Magic Kingdom. Didn't film an awful lot today, really busy in there. Went on a couple of rides, Space Mountain, People Mover, Carousel of Progress, Pirates of the Caribbean. So went on a few. But it is time to head back to the Contemporary, where I should be getting an Uber back to my hotel, and then it's airport time. Hello. So, as you can probably see, I am home. And the last time you saw me was just coming back from the Magic Kingdom in Florida, which was right now, something like 38 hours ago, I think, something like that. It feels weird because I had a tiny nap on the plane and I've had a tiny nap this afternoon and all of this. But it still seems like this morning I was in the Magic Kingdom, if that's bizarre. So, lots to tell you. I didn't film anything of my journey home. In fact, as I say, the last thing you saw was me leaving the Magic Kingdom. And the reason for that is this. So I got back to the hotel, got all my cases, went straight to the airport, checked in with BA. And the first question they asked me is, they said, would I be willing to fly out of Tampa? Now, Tampa is in the opposite direction to where I just came from. So it would mean going back 30 minutes to where I came from and then on to Tampa. So at least 2 hours drive. Obviously I wasn't driving, had an Uber there. So the first question was what was going on. So basically British Airways had oversold the flight by I think 6 seats. So they were looking for volunteers who would fly out of Tampa. The deal was they would drive you to Tampa. You would catch a slightly later plane, literally 45 minutes later. And I would get back in the UK about, I think 40 minutes, 35 minutes later than originally I would. So the only inconvenience really was going to Tampa, and bearing in mind I was about to sit in Orlando Airport for 4 hours, whereas with this change, me volunteering to go on a different flight, I would have just been sat in a car for 2 hours and then in the airport. It just was like, I've got nothing else to do. And then they mentioned compensation. And in all fairness, I'd agreed to it before they'd even said compensation. But I'm glad I accepted it now, because they gave me $400, which is about 310, 320 pounds just for doing that. Non-brainer. You know what I mean? It's like, that pays for another flight almost. So I did that. So got in a car with some other guys that had agreed to do it. There's about 6 of us in total. We drove 2 hours to Tampa. It was a bit of a race through the airport. It was a bit like, you know, the Home Alone family going to miss their flight and have to run through the airport. It was a bit like that. get through security, get on the plane. It's a pretty full plane, apart from I'm really lucky. I've got 2 seats right to the side of me, so I stretch out. But lots going on. It was a night flight, so there was, you know, people trying to sleep, people trying to do all that. Just didn't have time to video anything because it was just a whirlwind of what happened. And then I got here. So I got back to the UK, literally so different from when you get to Orlando. I got off the plane, I walked straight through Gatwick Airport, straight through to passport control, straight through, not a queue, passport straight in, door open, straight to the carousel, picked up my bag, straight through to my train. The whole thing took about 7 minutes. Orlando took 3 hours. I know it's my home country, so it is slightly different. So it was that. I did miss a train by about 2 minutes that would have got me back home, but I had to wait around for an hour. Got the train, and then it hit me. A cross between the sort of Disney come down and the no sleep for about 30 odd hours. And I was really tired and really grumpy and didn't want to vlog anything. And to be honest, it was just me miserable on a train, so it would have been no fun. So I got home here about 1 o'clock actually. 1 o'clock, 1:30. Did a little bit of unpacking. There's still lots more to do. The bag, which I've just left there. Popped a wash on, had 2 cups of tea. Did a bit of catching up with TV, and then I've fallen asleep. I've got a bit of a blanket going on here and had a bit of a nap. And that is it. I'm home. I have done Disney and Universal and everything else I wanted to do in Orlando. So that's it. Another one done. I'm really sad to be back. Orlando for me, if you've ever been, you'll know what an incredible place it is. Everything is great. Everything is the sunshine. The people, the customer service, the food, the entertainment, the everything is just a great place to be. And I look forward to going every single trip. So this has been a long time. This is not a long time, but this has been longer than I'd usually leave. It was like 18 months since I'd last been. So good to see everything again. Good to go to the parks. I was done though. I was ready to come home. Although I don't want to be home because, you know, it's gloomy and overcast, but I'm home, and it'll take a couple of days to adjust back to times and things and everything. But I had the most amazing time, and I hope you've enjoyed watching the vlogs. It's the first time I've ever done anything like that, and I just thought, what the heck? I'm here on a solo trip pretty much. I did meet my friend for a little bit, but I thought, what the heck? Let's film some stuff. So it might not have turned out brilliantly. You might have loved it, you might not have loved it, but I hope you have enjoyed watching them. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So until the next time, see you real soon. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future of what I don't know. You can leave a comment down below. Like and share this video. It really does help the channel and will help me make some more in the future. All right, take care. See you soon.